Welcome back to Grammar Grade 9. This is Unit 5, Lesson 39, and today we're looking at the compatibility of tenses. Really, how to keep your verb tenses working together instead of clashing. It sounds technical, but the idea is friendly and practical. Change tense only when time actually changes. Let's dig in. Let's start with a simple truth about verbs. Verb tenses tell your reader when things happen, past, present, or future. Because of that, they carry real information, and you don't want to change them by accident. So here's the guiding rule for this whole lesson. Keep tenses consistent unless the time actually changes. You shift a tense only to show that one action came before or after another. In other words, don't shift tenses without a reason. Let's take the easy case first. Two events that happen at the same time. When events land at the same time, you keep the same tense for both. Listen to this. The whistle blew and the runners sprinted. Both of those things happen in the same instant, blew and sprinted, and both are in the past tense. There's no gap in time between them, so there's no reason to change tense. Same moment, one tense, and no shift needed. Now the more interesting case, two events at different times. When events happen at different times, you shift the tense to show the order they came in. Picture a timeline. The train had left when we reached the gate. Notice two past actions here. First, had left happened first. That's the earlier past. Second, we reached the gate happened second, the later past. To mark that earlier action, we reach back to the past perfect from Lesson 36. Had plus a participle. Past before past becomes the past perfect. Had left. Here's the mistake to watch for, a needless shift. Look at this wrong version. When the bell rang, the class stands. Do you hear the jolt? The word rang is past, but then stands suddenly jumps to the present, even though both actions happen at the very same moment. Nothing about the time changed, so that shift is simply an error. Now the repair. We hold both verbs in the past. When the bell rang, the class stood. See how smooth that is? One time, one tense. Keep it steady. Sometimes the shift is missing when you actually need one. Here's a wrong version. By the time we arrived, the cake vanished. Both verbs are plain past, which makes it sound like the cake vanished at the exact moment we arrived. But that's not the story. The cake was already gone. So we shift the earlier action into the past perfect. By the time we arrived, the cake had vanished. Now, had vanished clearly happened first, before we arrived. Different times, so we shift, and had marks the earlier one. Let's turn all of this into a quick check you can run on any sentence. Step 1. Find every verb in the sentence. Step 2. Ask whether the actions happen at the same time or at different times. If they happen at the same time, keep them in one tense, no shift. But if one clearly comes before another, shift the tense to show it. And when both are in the past, that shift is usually the past perfect, had plus a participle. Verbs, timing, shift. That's the whole method. Let's practice. Let's practice. In this first set, I'll show you a sentence, and you decide whether it's correct as written or whether it needs a fix. Watch the verbs and their timing. Pause the video and try each before I reveal the answer. As soon as the movie started, everyone grew quiet. Both verbs, started and grew, are in the past, and both happen at the same moment. The tenses already match, and there's no reason to shift. So this one is correct as written. When I open the door, the dog is barking. Listen to the tenses. Opened is past, but is barking jumps to the present. Both actions happen together, so there's no reason for that shift. This one needs a fix. It should read, was barking. By the time help arrived, the storm passed. These two events are not at the same time. The storm ended before help got there. To show that, the earlier action needs the past perfect. Had passed. As written, with both verbs plain past, it needs a fix. In this second set, each sentence is missing a verb. Read the timing clues, then choose the form that keeps the tenses compatible. Pause and try each before I answer. By the time the guests left, we blank the dishes. The washing was finished before the guests left, so it's the earlier of two past actions. That calls for the past perfect. The answer is had washed. When she picked up the phone, she blank hello. Picking up the phone and saying hello happen at the very same moment, so the tense should stay the same. Picked up is past, so we keep the second verb past too. The answer is said. After the sun had set, the campers blank their tents. Here, the earlier action, had set, already uses the past perfect. The pitching comes after it, so it's the later past and stays simple past. Don't double up on had. The answer is pitched. Let's gather up what we learned. Verb tenses tell your reader when things happen, so you never shift them by accident. You shift only for a reason. When two events happen at the same time, you keep the same tense for both. But when they happen at different times, you shift the tense to show which one came first. And for two actions in the past, that earlier action takes the past perfect. Had plus a participle, just like lesson 36. Shift your tenses only to show order, and your writing will stay clear and steady. Nice work today. I'll see you in the next lesson.